This is chapter 14 of Getting to Know Grace. Grace is in confession. I imagine every night our lips press against each other, both stroking the soft white skin of the other, becoming more out of breath. My lips moving to that person's neck, collarbone, then down further, my tongue going round and round. That's enough. The desire comes from love for that person, and if it's only in your imagination. Christ will forgive you. You must pray more. Do you have anything else to confess? I can also tell you from the perspective of the other. What you told me is sufficient. Is that the only sin you have to confess? Yes. Desperation for that person's love can't be a sin, can it? I don't believe in God. Now it's Herta's time to confess. I don't believe in God. If there was a God, innocent people wouldn't die unjustly. Innocent people wouldn't go to jail. It's the girl who always says the same thing. Even if powerless people know that a person they love and miss was unjustly driven away and is living in miserable conditions, they have no way of doing anything about it. God is supposed to watch over all, but he doesn't actually do anything. So he is no different from a powerless person. I knew she would say that too. Now she's going to. Salam. Herta slams the door and leaves. Do that and leave. The daughter of nobles, Christ forgive them. When it's time for confession, I feel more useless and miserable. It makes me remember when I was young and helpless. Today's the same. I thought that this was my chance to use grace, but I'm the one being controlled. Miss Richard, the fake headmistress, is approaching Herta. If you've finished confession, go inside the cathedral. The fake headmistress. Hey, I said that. So I just take off her mask and interrogate her. Ask her what Grace is planning. Ask her who she is that has led her to put on this act. And please do your best to wear Mary Janes when you're inside. I still don't know what the hell is a Mary Jane. It isn't ladylike to hide one's ankles. And that comment made Herta realize that the fake mistress is the dorm superintendent. I was wondering what a great person it could be. But could it be? In a hotel away, the match is the fourth prince of the current royal family. We had discussed it before. Seems that come spring, Andrew and the prince will wed in the royal kingdom. The fourth prince, isn't he infamous for his profligacy and violence? In exchange, if they bear a son, he'll be given to us as heir of the Grace family. This is the deal we have come to. I'll put military pressure on them as well. But the royal family doesn't have much they can do with him either, so it's not a bad deal for them. Thankfully, he liked how Grace looks. I'll discipline her strictly and raise her to be submissive. There is no prospective bride more perfect. Your Excellency didn't have an intermarriage, so your daughter also marries into the royal family. It will be the complete end of the Grace family in pure bloods. Pure bloods? There's no other way. I had to purge my brother and his children who were eyeing my position. When my impatient and foolish brother sent an assassin to kill me after I became ill, my rage was beyond anything. Seems he worried that I might have a second marriage and have a son. Anyway, thanks to him, I started thinking that I'll have to unyoke myself from this disease. Come to think of it, Dr. Richard should have received his Christmas present by now. At the Grace Manor, a maid finds something scary. What's the matter? That package. You opened a package without permission? How dare you? It isn't His Excellency's, it's for Dr. Richard. I was curious because it was from the former stewardess. From Miss Bella? What could she have sent from Lillian that surprised you so... What? It's a finger. It's one finger. And that is the end of the chapter.